In this video, I'm going to show you how I took my desk from this mess to this. Let's check it out. My plan is with this, which by the way, this is from Walmart. It was about $12.84, I think, at my local Walmart. So this desk is about 23.5 inches by 53 inches. And I think because of the pattern, the best way for me to do this is to do like 3 pieces across and basically just cut them at 23 inches. So I hope, I've never done something like this before with peel and stick wallpaper, so I'm just gonna try my best. One thing I quickly have realized that in order for me to make sure the pattern is actually seamless across the desk, I'm gonna have to line things up in a certain way. So with this first piece, I'm gonna go ahead and put this right where I would normally want it to be. Then with these other 2 pieces, I'm gonna have to line them up with the pattern, and I'll have to cut out the pieces needed for those other 2 spots. I am down to this last piece, so I've got to go look at my roll and see where I can match things up. Not too bad so far. No, it's not perfect. It's not going to be it, but of course, you know, my desk is white. It's not this color of green. If it was, you probably would not even see that crease there, but that's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it too much for my first like DIY project with stick and peel wallpaper. It is now about a week or so after that last clip that you saw. Basically, I was waiting for this to come in, which is a clear film type of a thing that's like 1.5 millimeters thick to put over the top of my desk, because since this is a peel and stick wallpaper, I was really concerned about getting, you know, like coffee stains on it, getting it scratched up, and not even being able to really enjoy it for any extended period of time. So what I'm gonna do now is get this unrolled on top of here. It's definitely gonna be a little bit ripply for a while. And it is very close to the size of the top of my desk, but I will have to trim it down just a little bit. this particular listing on Amazon had a whole bunch of choices. I will leave a link in the description for a couple of these things that I'm using if you want to check it out. But that's going to be the next step here. Oh, and I should also say that because this is a week later, I did end up having to put my stuff, like my shelf that I put together and my computer and stuff, back up on here for that whole week, because I mean, my room is not large enough for me to just like leave things sitting around. So I took all that back off so I can finally put this on my desk. So let's do that. So I went ahead and put a dumbbell on here to help hold this in place, and this seems to be my best option. I don't know if I have a regular carpet knife. If I do, it might be out in my toolbox in my garage, and it's too cold and windy out, and I'm not going out there right now. Scissors definitely are not a good idea because I will ruin my scissors, but this seems to work pretty well. So I'm gonna do my best here and try to keep it as straight of a line as I can, basically following the edge of the table underneath here. I don't know how helpful it would be to maybe draw a line on here. I'll have to see how this goes, and maybe I'll have to go ahead and draw a line on here. So I took about an inch off on the end here, and as this flattens out gradually over time, especially when I put stuff back on it, that edge is going to be a little bit more flat, obviously. So I may end up having to go back at some point, but for the most part, it works for now. It's not a perfectly straight line, but I don't really have, I guess I could have done it in a different way. I guess had I drawn a line on it, I could have probably put it on my cutting mat and done it that way. So that's my own problem, I suppose. This is not a forever desk for me. This desk is not going to live in my life for forever. I've actually had this desk for about 10 years now. So it's kind of getting to that point where like it needed this little makeover, right? That's kind of why I chose to do it. I'm not looking for total perfection here. Maybe if I was like moving and kind of totally redoing a space or a house, then that would be a different story. But now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with putting things back on my desk, and we'll get around to the final look here. That's pretty much it. A little bit of a DIY to your desk, to your office space, can really change the overall look of what you're looking at on a daily basis. I really like this extra storage with this shelf that I have now. And one of the really nice things about having this shelf is because of the gooseneck camera holder that I have that's currently holding my phone, I can actually connect that to one of these shelves so I can hopefully start doing some sort of like top-down view kind of videos. Hopefully some crochet stuff, and I really want to try some like
color with me type of videos. So that's kind of one really cool thing about having this shelf here now. I just put a few art supplies up on the top here. I have my crochet hooks down here, and I set my 2 singing bowls that I have like this over on my shelves here. And I have my calendar in the back here. I actually don't use the calendar very much. It's more for the magnetic part of it. I actually was thinking about covering it with fabric and putting like a ribbon down this area to sort of separate the 2 parts, so that it's just magnetic side and cork board side. So I don't know, we'll see. Otherwise, I might actually create a different sort of DIY cork board with cardboard. Maybe I'll make a video out of that, I don't know. But one of the maybe unfortunate things about this particular color here of this is that my laptop cover matches this a little bit too closely. So I do have another one somewhere, but it's in the basement storage. I don't know, I'd have to go looking for it. But I have a little spot here in the corner for my crochet stuff that I'm working on. And then over here, I still have a dumbbell just to help flatten and hold down the plastic cover. But I really appreciate just having an empty, on the other side of my iPad here is just a little bit of empty space, so that I can set extra things there when I'm working on something or whatever the case might be. I'm going to be moving my printer, my like gold colored printer, onto a shelf that you can't see. I have to do some dusting and reorganizing of that shelf and get the printer up there because it's a big printer and it takes up a lot of space. So I'm happy to get that off of my desk and onto a different shelf. So that's pretty much it. I hope you kind of liked this desk DIY, and I hope you'll come back for another video. Leave a like if you like this, subscribe. I really appreciate the support on my little channel here as it is slowly growing, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye!